grew up in coastal Florida and southwest Florida along the Gulf Coast. And when I was young, after school, my dad and I would go out canoeing in the Everglades and in the mangroves. And so I've always just had a love of marine biology. And somewhere along the way, I decided I wanted to be a veterinarian. And I went really far along that path. And then the summer after my sophomore year of college, I decided just for fun I was going to go to the Duke Marine Lab in North Carolina and take a couple of classes just because I could. And there I met Larry Crowder. I took the marine conservation course there and a marine mammals class, and I fell in love with it, and I've never looked back, basically. So that's how I ended up doing what I do now. So being a scientist is interesting, and when you're in school, you take a lot of classes in science and a lot in math. And so I took physics and chemistry and biology and calculus and all of those kind of courses. But one of the things that I think is really important being a scientist is writing and communication, and that's actually not something that you end up being trained for very much when you're in your university training as an undergraduate. So that's another thing that I think a lot of students don't realize, is that if you enjoy writing and you enjoy communication, it's a really important skill in science, in addition to the math and the scientific classes that you would normally take. So if I had any advice for students who were interested in being marine biologists or being scientists in general, I would say just continue to follow your passion. One of the best bit of advice that I ever received was from Larry Crowder here at Stanford, who said, he figured he would just keep doing what he loved and it would work out. And I have to say, for me, it really did. I think if it's the thing you're interested in and the thing that you're passionate about, it might not be an easy road, but at the end of the day, if you're doing what you love, there's not much more you can ask for.